Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome to the watch along for our final friendly of pre-season as we're in Germany to take on Magdeburg today. The West Ham team is on your screen right now, right next to me. Hope you're all doing well. Get involved in the live chat, let me know how you're feeling. Big news today, Paddy Potts possibly off. However, he is on the bench this afternoon. So he's not starting this afternoon, but he is there on the bench. So the starting 11 for West Ham, Hermansen in goal, is the same back four as usual with Walker Peters, Mavropanos, Kilman and Scarles. Change in midfield though, Lewis Orford coming in for James Ward-Prowse. So I may need to alter the graphic, but I've just done a like-for-like replacement for now. So Bowen on the right, Lamajid slightly to the right of midfield, Kante in the middle and Orford slightly to the left of Kante with Tate and Pablo up front. So we'll see what's going on with Orford, Kante and La Madrid once the game gets underway. But I've just done it like that. Just forgive me if it's wrong. It's been difficult to predict. Well, actually, it was easy in the last game. If it was Ward-Prowse, I'd be quite confident that's correct. But it's not Ward-Prowse, it's Orford. I hope it's not Orford. I hope Orford is central and La Madrid slightly to the left. I hope that's the way it is, but we'll wait and see. The perhaps more interesting news is who is on the bench for West Ham, as well as Freddie Potts. We've got Ariel and Herrick. We've also got Ward-Prowse. But we do have Juve on the bench. And Magassa is also on the bench as well. So they can be making their first appearances of the summer. Cornet is on there alongside Earthy, Casey, Golombekis, Mayers and Ajala. Interestingly, no Wan Bissaka. Reports he wasn't included in the photo shoot. When I was having a look at the gallery from yesterday and I saw Magassa and Juve, no Wan-Bissaka, so that's a bit needs answered. I would like clarity from Nuno on that. I hope someone asks Nuno where Wan-Bissaka is. He might just say he's injured or something like that in order to avoid the topic, but Wan-Bissaka not involved today at all. Also no Edson Alvarez. No, Niklas Fulkrug would suggest that they're potentially leaving. But I think they're expected to leave them too. Whereas Wan-Bissaka, sort of expected, but a bit like Areola. Areola was expected to go, but he's still here. And I think Wan-Bissaka was in that category for me, which is expecting to go, but he's still here. It just makes preparation for the season difficult. So not only have we not signed anyone yet, but the players we do have aren't involved for one reason or another. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Hope you're all doing well. Get your thoughts into the live chat. Let's have a little chat between ourselves for the next 10, 15 minutes prior to kick-off. George is saying, hopefully, La Madrid's playing left wing. Be nice to have some width rather than three central midfielders with no left flank. I agree with George, by the way. I'm just leaving it like that for now. Jim just paid for the stream, but it's not giving him access. Oh, no. Just tells me I need to pay. Just a heads up in case other people are having the same issue. Mine is okay for now. I did see it is working because I've seen them warming up. They were testing the cameras earlier and the starting 11s were coming up and stuff like that. So it is working for me, but it's not working for Jim. Brian saying strange, not making him pay for the stream. Maybe they felt bad for making him pay for that game last week. Well, don't tell anyone and stay logged in. Quiz, thank you very much for the £5 super chat. Very kind of you. There's no adverts on the stream thanks to people like Quiz. Dal said it's disappointing not to have any new signings on the last friendly. Portsmouth is basically going to be our final friendly. I can see it. Agree. That's what I was speaking about this morning. Roger saying selling the one youth player that we know can be effective at this level. Typical West Ham and utterly stupid. Kurt saying same as the guy above, paid for the stream but doesn't let him in. It brings up the payment screen again as I haven't paid, won't even let me pay again. Oh dear. Nothing works, does it? Nothing works. A lot of love for Orford in the live chat. Brian said he hopes he has a banger. And then David saying the same thing. Steve saying agreed. Hopefully Orford has a good one. I do as well. I hope he's in the middle. I hope he's in the middle. And then he has a good game. Jonas, thank you very much. I missed this one. Jonas is saying, they said on the website, Alvarez and Wan-Bissaka stayed to work on fitness at Rush Green. Well, that's... I say reassuring. Not really. I don't really... But if I'm honest with you, I don't really believe them. Because Juve is in a similar situation to those two. And he's in Germany. I'm one of them that I think even if they were not 100% fit, you would take them to Germany anyway just to be part of the squad with the training and the match preparation, so on and so forth. So forgive me if I'm a bit sceptical regarding what they've said. Well, starting to get worried. Season starts next week, and we're about 6 signings off being ready. Mike has said it's sad to see Freddie go, but he won't start often and needs to be playing regular football. Good move for him to a Champions League team and good money for us. That is all profit. Steve just logged on, listening but not watching. What's the lineup? I'll go through it just before kick-off. Steve, give me 5-10 minutes and I'll go through it again. Daniel saying he's been able to watch the streams for free after paying for the Southend stream. Oh, I don't know. But Paul is also giving everyone else a tip who has paid, saying if you delete your cookies and cache, it should work. Simon saying if Potts is to be sold, this is a repeat of last season, but with Nuno in charge and not Potter, selling players that will come in handy for whoever takes over after 5-10 games. We'll wait and see. Frank, thank you very much. He's joining from Australia. And Aussie Mackham will be following West Ham this season. Got to get back up to the Premier League. Hopefully. How are you feeling about your season? Have you signed anyone? Yeah, you have. Hang on a minute. I can't remember now. It's escaping me. I've seen that you signed someone. I don't know. I feel like I need a bit of a refresher when it comes to the Premier League signings. I'm a little bit behind because of the World Cup and also just being in the Championship. I'm surprised at how out of the loop I've been when it comes to Premier League signings. When I went to do a video about Eddie Howe the other day, I think Newcastle's only signed one player. Bamba in midfield. I thought that's the only one they've signed. Spent big money on 3 players. Toure, Traore. No, it's Toure, the winger from Germany. And then the young 18-year-old Ajax midfielder as well. I didn't even know about that person. So I need a refresher. Gary, same as myself, seen the players warming up now. It's saying stream start soon. Should be okay. Yeah, Gary, we're fine. If you see this stream starting soon, that's what it usually looks like at this point. Jed saying, think too much of us taking for granted having players like Bowen, Mampanos, Walker Peters in our Championship team. Brian's never deleted cookie, hence his big belly. Me too. Never deleted donuts either. Jonas saying Freddie Potts is sadly the only midfielder I believe people would be interested in from what we have, and midfield is stacked. Also, it makes sense with Arne Engels links. It's a difficult one. I'll do a dedicated video to it. Probably not tonight. I might try and do one later on, but it's Grace's cousin's birthday today. She's 1. So it's weird way of saying Lauren's niece, isn't it? The party started at 1 o'clock, so we're already going to be 2.5 hours late. I think the party's going to be finished by the time. I have said, you go without me. You go. Don't worry about me. No. We'll wait for you. I said, well, I ain't finishing work until 3:45 or something. So I think by the time we get there, it's going to be finished up. But as long as there's a little bit of cake left for me, I don't mind too much. So I probably won't do the Freddie Potts one tonight, but I'll certainly do one tomorrow. Plus, I'll get the benefit of an update because I've seen that some people jump the gun again. Classic transfer rumour stuff comes out. Bloody hell, their crowd. There's only 5 minutes to go till kick-off. They're all on their feet with a scarf above their head. I assume they're singing away and they're not all just stood on mute. Looks like a good turnout. It is a cup, this game, by the way. It's they're playing for a trophy. I think it's called the International Trophy or something like that. They've named it. So I assume if it's a draw, it's going to go to pens. Because we need a winner out of today's game. Not extra time, I should stress, but just penalties. We shall wait and see. I can't even remember what I was talking about now. I was speaking about Potts and I started chin-wagging about something else. Welcome to Hammers Chat. Christian saying surely Potts' value won't decrease even if he's poor this season, which seems unlikely given the Portsmouth loan. Oh, classic rumours. That's what it was. Came out today, Club Brugge want him 10 million. Before you know it, some geezer's reporting he's off for his medical. He sat on the flipping bench for us this afternoon. Now, he may still join, but those journalists that said he's away for his medical, definitely lying. Flat out lying. He's in Germany on the bench for West Ham this afternoon. I do believe the rumour, though. I do believe that they do want to sign him, and it does feel likely. But I have seen it reported that Nuno's saying, whoa, let's get a replacement in before we sanction the sale. a good thing to do, a wise thing to do. And as we've seen 12 months ago, you don't want to annoy Nuno when it comes to transfers. It carries a risk. Anyway, Stephen saying, hope we're not waiting until last day for signings. We need pace and creativity. It sounds like the ball's rolling, at least on one player. Essex Bricks, thank you very much. Very kind of you. Saying he's on his way back from work. Money for the biscuit fund. Isn't Potts on our bench? Yes, he is. He is definitely on the bench this afternoon. Brian hasn't heard anything. All right, Potts, as in he's not caught up with the rumours. He's expected to join Club Bruges for 10 million. And Essex, thank you very much for the support. That's very kind of you. West Ham United fans say medical after game. Possibly. At the end of the day, they'll likely be flying out late tonight after the match. So it makes sense. Maybe just take him back to London and off he goes from there. Chris, thank you very much. Saying hopefully our transfer plan comes to form soon. Otherwise, we may be doomed to a slow start. Every club will be coming for us because we're West Ham. They will be ready. Hope we are. I agree with that. I think you can sense it. You can sense the buzz of Championship fans that don't support West Ham about West Ham being in the Championship. There is a bit of a buzz about it. We've seen with QPR coming to us in the FA Cup last season. We see it with Portsmouth. 9,000 Portsmouth fans coming up for the Carabao Cup first round game. Carabao Cup first round, they've sold out their way in. 9,000 fans. I think it's 9,000 anyway. We are a big fish in the Championship, and that's okay. Appreciate it might sound arrogant, but we are. That's the reality. I'm going by other people's words, but Chris, thank you very much. Thank you to Chris, the other Chris, Essex Bricks and Quiz. This video has no adverts during it. Connor saying the rumour is Wan-Bissaka is refusing to play. Honestly, the mad thing is, he contributed, not just him, they contributed to us getting relegated. Like, we're in too good for the Championship. We're in the Championship because of you. Walsh, not too fussed about Potts. Think he's shown he's not quite at that level. As long as this Belgian is definitely coming the other way from Celtic. But Martin O'Neill confirmed we bid for him. He also said that we're not paying enough and we're some way off their valuation. But he's confirmed that we've bid for Engels. Lee saying, shame about Potts, but this guy isn't going to play the youth. Really don't like this negative manager. Promoted team scored 90 plus goals. We'll be lucky to score 60. I think he does play the youth. He's played Scarles plenty. He's played Mayers plenty. He did give Potts some game time. He's played Kante. I don't know. I disagree. I think Nuno will play the younger players. Personally. Maybe more than most of the previous managers. I suspect. I don't know. I suspect he's given more minutes to under 21s than most of our recent managers, that's for sure. Something that might be simple enough to find out, but I think he does play the youth. Myself, Kante's been in the pre-season, or been in the team all pre-season. He's not from the academy per se, but he's still a young player. Right, last question, and we'll start getting ready for the game. ACP is saying conflicted regarding Potts. I don't think he's good enough for the Premier League, but he's certainly for the Championship. He loves West Ham. Danger is we get uncommitted player. Right then, the starting 11 for West Ham is on your screen, but for anyone just listening, Hermansen in goal. We've got the back four, Walker Peters at right back. We've also got Panos and Kilman at centre back as usual, with Scarles at left back. But El Hadji Malik Diouf is at left back. Then across midfield in some form, we'll wait and see how it looks. But we've got Bowen, Lamadrid, Kante and Orford, with Pablo and Tate up top. The good news for the bench this afternoon, we've got Diouf and Magassa as also back on the bench. Kenneth, no, I have not paid a fiver for the friendlies. I have a season ticket. And the friendlies are free for season ticket holders. By the way, there's a bit of a lie going around. Not Roger's not the lie. Like, Roger's comment is Potts was really good for Portsmouth. He was good as a 6, and we should be focused on wingers, strikers and centre-backs. I have noticed more and more people keep saying, I've seen earlier someone say Potts was player of the season in the Championship. He wasn't even player of the season at Portsmouth. It just keeps getting, like, spat out there as fact. that he was player of the season at Portsmouth. I had it last week, and someone said in the Championship. I said, no, it wasn't. And I'm thinking, was he even player of the season at Portsmouth? I was questioning it in my head. So I'm going to go check. It wasn't him. It was Josh Murphy. He didn't even win player of the season at Portsmouth. He won it at Wycombe. At Wycombe, he won the Supporters Player of the Year and the Young Player of the Year. So he didn't win the main Player of the Year award at Wycombe, but he won the other two. Then at Portsmouth, he just played well. He didn't win anything. But Josh Murphy was the player of the season. He wasn't even runner-up Potts. There was also a runner-up award, and it wasn't Freddie Potts. So it's just one of these things that just keeps getting repeated. But next time you see it, don't believe it. Dean saying, X is saying that despite the lineup, Potts isn't actually on the bench. Oh, fair enough. Alex hates starting 11s in graphic and in number order. I do as well, Alex. It annoys me too. But do you know what annoys me more? When I used to watch, remember when we played Europa League football back in them days? And on BT Sports, it would show our graphics before the game. Quite frequently, players would just be out of position. And I'd be like, how do you not know where players are going to play? It used to really irritate me. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. The teams are out now. They're on the pitch. West Ham in their away kit. I think that's their away kit as well for Magdeburg. I think that's their away kit because I think their home kit's that blue and white. Just an entire black kit against an entire white kit this afternoon. Be interesting to see where Orford is in this team. Whether he's in the middle or he's slightly to the left doing that strange hybrid role that we've seen so far in pre-season. I'm still very intrigued and concerned by that. Because I think if long term what the plan is to bring in a left winger and then we're going to see more of a traditional left winger, I do just think just play someone out of position or play a Jala or La Madrid there or something. You don't need to play Ward-Prowse there, but I don't. What do I know? Anyway. X has said, I'm not sure, to be fair, he does say he's waiting confirmation. He did say he's on the bench. So X said he might be on the bench. Then he said he is on the bench, as I told you. And then he said there's some top Potts has left the squad this morning and that despite being named on the bench, he isn't there. That he's gone to complete his medical in Belgium, waiting confirmation. So he might be on the bench. He might not be on the bench. But when I was looking at the players coming out of the tunnel and sitting down, he wasn't there. We'll wait and see. It is just possible that they made the graphic at like 10 a.m. or something like that. It's I don't think it's a big deal personally. It's just a friendly as well. Right, let me get the clock ready. Let me get my massive clock ready. It's just a smaller clock for pre-season, but my big clock will be out for the competitive games. As Magdeburg will get us underway. Is that how you pronounce it? Magdeburg. I don't know any of their players, so you're going to have to forgive me. So if anybody is wanting me to comment on their players, I cannot. But if one of them is impressing me, I will tell you their shirt number. And we're off and underway. Right, who's playing on the left? Okay, it's La Madrid on the left. That's good news. Let me change the lineup. La Madrid, Orford, save. Look at that. Damn, I'm smooth. I don't know why it's not got a number for La Madrid. What is his number? 21? Yeah, 21. Let's see if I can give him a shirt number. La Madrid. It won't let me change it. Never mind. Right. Anyway, La Madrid's on the left. Orford's playing sort of right centre midfield, which is interesting. It does raise the question why La Madrid played central midfield in the previous games in pre-season, but here we are. But it's encouraging for him. I think he's done well in pre-season. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts against Portsmouth, that's for sure. Nor Kante. Players look tiny. I've got used to the pre-season camera because we've been at like lower league grounds. The camera's been quite up close, so all the players have been quite big, but then they're quite small on this one. A good turnout though from the home fans. That's a lovely ball. Whoever just played that for Magdeburg has a lovely pass. They've started quite quickly, to be honest with you. Bob, no, it's just kicked off just less than 2 minutes ago. We're all good. It's just been 2 minutes of them passing the ball about. It is live on official West Ham United website, although if you're not a season ticket holder, they are hoping that you're going to pay £5 to watch it. But there are some people with login issues currently, as Orford just pinches it off one of their players and Kante rolls it back to Hermansen. They're pressing high up the pitch, this team. And Scars has put down the left and they've got it back again. Apparently Camel live stream is where you can watch it if you've got one of them special sticks. What is the cameraman doing? He's zooming in and out and all over the place. I'm getting like seasick watching this here. Bloody hell, the cameraman got a little bit confident. He's zooming out now. What is going on? Cameraman, after 2 minutes of smooth streaming, admittedly from quite a distance, is very zoomed out, decided to try and zoom in on the action and got it all wrong and had to swivel his camera around a bit. It's on the other side of the pitch. Do not try and zoom in, mate. Just leave it where you are. We can work it out. We've got the close-up now. Camera number 2. No, I'm not having this. This close-up camera thing, I'm not enjoying this. There's someone else trying to do the zoomed-in stuff, and the ball moved, and it just tried to follow the ball really quickly. Leave it out. Come on. Poor, I don't know, someone from the club shop is trying to operate the camera, I think. Just pushing buttons at this point. I'm waiting for a filter to come on. I'm waiting for one of the players to have fucking dog ears and a sticky outy tongue, panting. Anyway, in comes the cross. Oh, I've got to zoom out. I do not like this whole alternative camera thing. It's brilliant. It's really bad. It's good. I'm getting seasick watching this. They've got 2 cameras, so camera 1 is the zoomed out version, and they've obviously got another one which is the zoomed in version. And the zoomed in guy ain't very good. And the transitions are really quick, and they're quite. There's a lot of them as well. It's in, out, doing the hooky cookie watching this. I'm going to need to see if we've got any sort of travel sickness tablets at half time. Anyway, 5 minutes gone. Nothing's really happened, to be honest with you. That's a lovely switch of the ball. And he's slipped. There, number 7. He's just slipped. So it's a throw into West Ham. Down on our left-hand side in the corner. Stu, that's quite funny. I like that one. Stu saying the cameraman's trying to find our new players. I like that one. Anyway, Tate's just had his first touch of the ball. Pablo's now just had his, but they've not been able to retain it. Thomas, yeah, I do think the Freddy Pot stuff is real. I do believe it. I hope we've been told to play at 50% intensity, because there's friendly, there's training, and then there's whatever this is. They're just passing around at the back at the minute. I can't see the ball. It's underneath this clock. Hello, Paul. I assume you're Paul. This must be your first time here, Paul. I think. Oh, they've given away. Bowen's pounced on it. Here we go. Got an attack. Bowen's running. Pamble's in a bit of space. He tries to go himself. It's Bowen! Oh, just wide. Just wide. Took it onto his right foot. Loose passing at the back there. Bowen just pounced on it. Ran at the defence. Looked to cut onto his left. Ended up taking on his right to go past the defender. Tried to find the far post, but put it wide. There was an opportunity to maybe give it to Tati, but he went himself. I think Tati ended up getting in his way a little bit. Dad's Army were playing Magdeburg, I think. Magdeburg. We played them 60 years ago in the European Cup Winners' Cup in the quarter-final. We beat them at Upton Park 1-0, and then we went over to East Germany, as it was, back then, and we drew 1-1. I was having a read about it earlier, and there was a quote from Ron Greenwood which made me smile a little bit. I don't know, there's just something funny about it. It made me smile, and he said he played Martin Peters as an inside forward, so we basically had an extra defender in order to hold on to the lead for the last 10 minutes of the game. Brilliant. So even back then, we'd go defensive with 10 minutes to go. John Sissons with the goal in East Germany. Then we went to play Dortmund in West Germany in the semi-final, where we got beat comfortably. And we, as the holders of the European Cup Winners' Cup, were eliminated. Anyway, Magdeburg had a corner. They're taking it short, blocked at the front post. Bowen's picked it up. He's under pressure here, and is offside after it ricocheted off the opponent. Not the most fun-friendly so far after 9 minutes. I would suggest if you're deciding whether to pay a £5 and watch it, I'd recommend you might be better buying Snakes and Ladders. It may be more entertaining. Maybe a pack of cards and a beer. Play solitaire. What's the sign say? Oh, it's a festival. I wonder what's on at that festival. I can't quite read it. The font on the sideboard is not very good. It's very PowerPoint, like 2000 or something. I'm pretty sure I used that at school for a project. Alright, Kante tried to find La Madrid, couldn't. They've got it back. La Madrid's battling away to win it back. He has got a little bit of grit about him, hasn't he? I like him, La Madrid. Even when he gets knocked off the ball, he's straight back on it trying to win it back. He's impressed me pre-season, but like I said, I keep saying he has to impress in pre-season. Paul spent 20 minutes looking for the stream but can't find one. Camel. Someone said it's on Camel something or another. La Madrid on the left, cuts it across, can't quite find Pablo, and it goes straight through to their left back, who's gallivanting up the pitch at the minute, unopposed, as our defence is retreating. The left winger's cutting in, looks for the left back, but it's been cut out by Mavpanos. And West Ham have the ball underway. And Paul is loving the Lanzini shirt in the background. Well, it's going to be someone's next month. That's the shirt up for grabs in August. Match worn against Liverpool. Signed by Lanzini. Match worn by Lanzini, I should add. I'm not worn it myself or anything like that. So if anyone fancies that, tickets, links in description below to grab a ticket. All proceeds for the August raffle are going to pay for Y Scout. "12 minutes in." It's not great. Scar's given a bit of a dodgy one to Real Madrid, but he's done well there. Pablo's come over to retrieve the ball, but Real Madrid's been fouled and it's a free kick to West Ham. Dean, surely you can, for a £5 you can get a pack of cards and a pint. Surely. Depends where you go. There's a place not far from here called Leek. I went there with one of my friends from Leek. Went there. £2 something for a pint. Less than £3. Couldn't believe it. Made me question what I was drinking, but anyway, we're on the attack. Walker Peters at the minute. Out to Bowen. He's just on the corner of the box, goes down the side, puts a cross him in his right foot, headed back into the box by Tate, but can't find a West Ham shirt and it's cleared. West Ham just moving the ball about for the first time in the game, really, that I've seen us play it around, even if it's just on the halfway line. We're finally just stringing some passes together. There's Bowen, that's a lovely ball, and surely he's offside. No, says the linesman. That's a bad miss. Scars puts the cross in, headed away. Orford just knocks it down to Kante. I mean, that was a great ball by Jared Bowen, but I think it was Tate. But from the camera, it's quite tricky when you're commentating to see who is who. Bowen gives it to Tate now. Back to Bowen. Out to Walker Peters on this right-hand side. Cuts it back to Jared Bowen! Saved, but only parried and cleared. Be interesting to see that. I'm pretty sure it was for Tate, that opportunity, because it looked like a big one, but he did look very offside. Bob, thank you very much for the travel sickness tablets. Thank you, very, very kind of you. Josh, the tickets are a £5, but if you buy 2, you get your third ticket for free. There's more than one prize though. There's also a signed Mark Noble shirt, a signed Julian Dix armband, and a signed Mark Noble armband. The armbands are here actually. I was taking pictures earlier. So there they are. There's the signed armbands. And the shirt is there. Not match worn, just signed by Noble. Anyway, nearly 15 minutes on the clock here in Germany. As Kilman gets nutmegged on halfway line, but no harm came of it as Kante covered him well. Scarles has given it to Kante. Now Tate's on the ball. We've found a little bit of rhythm in the last couple of minutes, which has been lacking as we give it to Walker Peters. Direction of a shot, pace of a cross into the keeper's hands. Fly, I don't know who's doing commentary. I don't have any audio on. Marky saying Matt Etherington is co-coms. Oh. I know it wasn't Ginge. He's been doing them previously, but I know it's not him because last night he was we were getting our print signed by Ginge last night. Have a look. Look, Ginge last night signing our prints for us. Yeah, Ginger Pelly. So he wasn't in Germany last night. As Bowen's on the ball and he's on the move, breaking over the halfway line, but slowed it down himself. Although he's going to attack the left back now. Cuts in on his left foot. Looks for Madrid, who lays it off for Scarles, but he couldn't quite make it work. But we still retain possession with Kante now. Man Palace on the ball currently. Bowen looked for La Madrid. It was quite ambitious and it's been cut out. And Kante commits the foul, but the referee does give the free kick. Oh, it's Jarvis on the co-columns, not Etherington. Not. It's going to happen. I'm about 80% sure it's going to happen. The venue, we're going to get a contract through from the venue this week. I'm pretty certain. We've nearly agreed everything. As Bowen pounces on another mistake currently, or if it has it. So if the venue gives us a contract this week and all gets signed off, there's one more thing I want to sort before we start selling tickets for it. But I'm 85-90% certain the event will be going ahead on the 3rd of October, 5 p.m. till 9 p.m. Plus, you've got to be there for the whole 4 hours. It's not like a turn up whenever you want thing. 5 till 9, but be there at 5. I got plans. I want everyone to leave thinking that was fantastic. When's the next one? That's my aim. So I'm working hard on it this week, last week, next week. Anyway, Kante on the ball, streaming forward with it through the middle of the park. It gives out to Jared Bowen. For the last 5 minutes, we've been the better team now. We've been moving the ball quite well. Although we did. We created that big opportunity for Tati, but we are looking quite comfortable after a very slow opening 10-15 minutes. Bowen heavily involved in play today, and he is again. He finds Tati. Lamage's on the move, but Tati under pressure gives out to Scarles on the left. Orford goes to help him and receives the ball. Bowen's still out on the right hand side. That's a good ball by Kilman to Pablo. Go on, Pablo! And it's deflected, and it's a corner kick. No, patrons will get first dibs, so they'll get a small discount and they'll get like a week to buy them. And then after a week, we will make them, whatever's remaining will be available for subscribers. I suspect half will go on Patreon and the other half will come to YouTube. Anyway, corner kick, in it comes. It's a goal! We've done a goal! Max Kilman, I kid you not, with a volley. Corner kick from Lewis Orford came in from our left-hand side. And a couple of people tried to head it and missed it. Max Kilman just volleyed it in with his left foot. Lovely finish by Max Kilman. Very clinical. I'm pleased for him. He's had a good pre-season. He's smiling a lot. A lot of bum pats for Max Kilman. 1-0 West Ham. Lovely finish. I enjoyed it. Anyway, we're back underway. The Hammers 1-0 up thanks to Max Kilman. Lewis Orford with the assist from the corner. Might be just what he needs. Just keep that confidence increasing throughout the summer. Hang on a minute, the stream's gone grey. Oh no! They're attacking. I can't see what's going on. Oh, we're back. Dancer Party. That festival sounds banging, whatever they're promoting. Still don't know what it says. In comes the cross, headed away. No, we did not get a replay for whatever reason, but you miss it, you miss it. Mike saying he made it look simple. Luke Strikers, this is how it's done. He didn't make it look simple. Difficult one, that. Drop in like that with people jumping in front of you. But I like it. Rick enjoyed my World Cup coverage. Beat the mainstream TV, marching on together. Rick, thank you very much. You won, didn't you? You beat Sunderland 1-0. Nemecha scored. I heard Tanaka had a good game. The screen's grey at the minute. That's why I'm not speaking about it. Oh, we're back. But anyway, Rick, thank you very much for putting up with my World Cup coverage. And it's grey again. Someone's tampering with the cables here. Madrid's attacking, taking on his players. The passes in the best, but falls to Tate. Pass 1, pass 2. Goes for a shot. It's zoomed in. I don't know where the ball's gone. What is this cameraman doing? I think he's on the Colombian marching powder. Walker Peters has crossed it. It's zoomed out again now. What is bloody hell? Walker Peters crossed it. It's one of them. It's just like bobbling around. Bobbling past the goal. Oh, we've got to replay the goal here. That is a nice finish. That is a nice finish from Kilman. I do like it. Madrid is so small, isn't he? He's just there next to Mavropanos and he's just short. He's definitely got the aggression, though. Anyway, 24 minutes gone. 1-0 West Ham. Good interception there by Kilman. Gives it to Tate. Pablo back to Tate. La Madrid. We've been knocking the ball around nicely for about 10 minutes now. We've been looking quite comfortable after a very enthusiastic opening spell from them and a very slow one from us. It's been all right for the last 10 minutes. I'm sure this game, I'm sure we're playing for a trophy today. I want to say it's the international trophy. I throw into West Ham. It's the Magdeburg International. So the winner does get a trophy. Could get a bit of silverware here today, boys. More silverware than Spurs. I don't know, unless they've won like the Audi Cup or something. And they're on the attacking minute, but it's been cut out by Kante, and it's a free kick. No, it's not a free kick, it's a corner. Riot Lounge is looking all right. He's out on the left-hand side today, which is pleasing, but he's looking okay. He's got the work rate, definitely enthusiastic. Andrew Orford took the corner we scored from. Pitt say there's no Betway cut because A, Betway don't sponsor us anymore, and B, can't have a home game because there's been athletics this summer. Anyway, they go short with the corner in front of the West Ham fans. I don't know what's happening. Camera's on the move again. Ends up in the hands of Hermansen. Loose touch there by Orford. He got a simple enough ball from Kilman. It's a bad touch, and they've got a chance. They cut across, and Mavpanos intercepts it. Very unselfish from that player for Magdeburg. He should have passed it, but he should have shot, but he passed it and ended up getting intercepted. Lavridge's 5'10". Bloody hell. That's good play by them. Lovely ball in. It's bouncing around on the edge of our box. He dummies it. And Mavpanos and Walker Peters cut it out between them. Cameraman's all over the gaff again. The pitch is getting ripped up. And it's another corner. Don't zoom in. Just leave it. Just leave the camera where it is. We do not need a zoomed in shot of them taking the corner. Just leave it as it is. It's still as it is. This is good. Okay, we've got the zoomed in shot now. Here we go. Can the cameraman get this right? Yes, that's acceptable. Anyway, he's had a shot from distance, deflected by Mavpanos, and another corner, which means we get another zoomed in shot. There's shots of the crowd. The cameraman on the crowd's all right. He knows what he's doing. She knows what she's doing. Another corner for the German side. And it comes in swinger. It's deep. It's headed towards goal and it's just wide. Number 5 got up above Tate and Kilman. Got his head on it but couldn't direct it goalwards, and it's a goal kick. To the Hammers, 28 minutes gone. Big decisions to be made here. Will the cameraman? Yes, he has. He's zoomed in on Max Kilman. No, he's gone long, which is throwing the zoom out. There we go. Bowen just tried to bring that down but couldn't. They're coming down the left, cross deflected, another corner. I feel like we've just been watching corner after corner for the last few minutes here. The pitch keeps getting turfed right up. Whenever we get the zoom, there's always lots of turf just randomly missing. Whoa, what's going on here? The cross is just... I don't know what's happened. We're watching a random replay then. Suddenly the cross has just got whipped in, but Hermansen's gathered it up and thrown it out to all his skulls. Just 15 minutes left until half-time. 1-0 in Germany. Max Kilman with the goal from a loose Orford corner. And it's the youngster that's on the ball at the minute. And he gives it back to the goal scorer. Now Kante has it, as the cameraman enjoys his zoom button once more. I reckon, like, talking about zoom is like foreplay to the cameraman. I reckon last night his missus was saying to him, like, are you going to zoom in tomorrow? And he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to zoom in. She's like, are you going to zoom in, like, big? Yeah, I'm going to zoom in big. I reckon it's filthy talk for him. And here he is, zooming in to his heart's content. It's not as bad as it was at the start of the game. I honestly thought I was going to have epilepsy at full time. That's a nice takedown by their player. That's a nice ball. He's through. Hermansen saves it, but the flag is up. Good first touch though, whoever that geezer was, brought it down right in front of our defence. Fortunes 95. Remember the 91 Makita Trophy at Highbury or 6-1 drubbing by Sampdoria? No, I do not. Fortunes. I would have been 2. It goes back to Hermansen, who hoofs it out of play for a throw in. Tell you what, chat, by the way, chat. The Lilacs, one of my favourite bands, the Lilacs are bringing out a football shirt. No paid promo here. This is free promo because I've bought the shirt. So if you Google the Terrace, it's by the Terrace. So if you Google the Lilacs football shirt, the Terrace, you should be able to find it. You can order it up for a couple of months more, I think. Oh my God, Zoom's going all over the place. Like, what are they doing here? This keeper's... Oh, that looked far more dramatic than it was. Basically, the keeper did a 1-2 with his defender, and he received it back at knee height and kicked it up in the air. I thought, whoa, and it zoomed back out, and the nearest West Ham player was 30 yards away. Anyway, Lilacs are bringing out a football shirt, but it doesn't come until near Christmas, so that's my birthday present sorted. I sent the link to Mrs. Gio. I said, this is my birthday present, please. And she said, it doesn't come until Christmas. I said, that's all right. I can wait until Christmas for my birthday present. But if anyone wants a random football shirt, you can consider supporting a small band. Let me Google it. Let me get an image up for you. It's bouncing around. Hermansen saved it. Oh, it's offside. Good save by Hermansen. Their album's coming out soon. It's called Keeping Up with the Joneses. I've pre-ordered the vinyl. I have. Right, shirt. Let me add this. Your way to watch this go a little bit wild. A random images are way to appear on your screen. I might need to, let me resize it for you. Look at that though. What we're saying, chat. We're liking it. I'm liking it. I've ordered it up. So come near Christmas time, I'll be sat here wearing that bad boy. I think that is a sexy piece of kit, that is. Anyway, that's my birthday present from Mrs. Gio sorted. Up the Lilacs, do. Have a listen to their songs, Vicarage Road or Grace. Grace is my favourite one. Anyway, they come again. 34 minutes gone here. That's not a bad ball. They're on the attack. He's slipped on the dodgy turf. Kante gives it to Walker Peters inside the box, and Manapanos just... Lewis Orford, who's wearing similar boots, just hoofs it away. Oh, that's a bad ball. Bowen picks it up. It's 3-on-3 here. Come on, West Ham. Let's have fun. Gives it to Tati on the left. He continues his run. Tati picks out Walker Peters, who's very advanced right now. Good chance to get a cross in, but he gives it to Orford, and we just slow down what could have been a very promising counter-attack. Jesus, all his scars... wasn't scars, sorry. It was Max Kilman. Took a very heavy touch. Got away with it, though. And we've got a free kick just outside the box, but too wide for a shot. So it's going to be a... cross coming into the box. Hopefully we can see another Orford Kilman link up. Welcome to YouTube. Andrew doesn't like the shirt. Vic doesn't like the shirt. Reeve likes it. And Rancid likes it. And welcome. Harry likes it. Gareth, that's funny. A nice shirt to make them for men. I like it. Ian likes the song. And Tati takes free kick, goes for a goal. Hits the wall. And Kilman has fouled someone inside their box. They're taking a quick free kick. 9 minutes to go in the first half. As they switch plays, Scars tries to cut it out. Doesn't quite get there. Give me 1 second. I need to sneeze. I'm back. Apologies for that. Andrew, the shirt is... It's just a band. They're bringing out a football shirt. It's just to support the band. The band will get the funds. Just a small band. But they're very good. I don't think Stephen's in the chat, but Stephen went to see them live last week. Very good live. They have a shot into the arms of Hermansen. Who's taking a minute to release this. Come on. As he throws it out to Scarles at left back. Into Tate. Dispossessed. But finds Pablo in the end. Go on. He's running at the defence. Tate to his left. He goes round his man and gets brought down. Good play there by Pablo. Takes the free kick quick to Tate, who finds Walker Peters, who may fancy a shot here. He resists and gives it to Bowen. Cuts in on his left, has a shot, blocked. And a poor touch from the Magdeburg player allows West Ham to retrieve possession. Has anyone, do you think, in terms of the entirety of pre-season, including today, thus far, has anyone had like a really good pre-season for West Ham? Like, how do I say 8 out of 10? I'm not sure anyone would pick anyone, but 7 out of 10. Would you give anyone, if you were grading every player's pre-season, there's a video idea, isn't there? Might have a bit of that. But if you were grading everyone's pre-season, would you give anyone a 7 or higher out of 10? Scars gives it to Tate, steps over it. Pablo, lovely play, but can't quite. He goes again. He's past one. He goes down. Referee says no free kick. As Walker Peters keeps it in over on that right hand side. In comes the cross from Walker Peters, but the goalkeeper comes out and claims that before Tate can even think about getting his head on it. Anyway, let's see what you're all saying there. I'm genuinely intrigued if anyone would give anyone a 7 out of 10. Dale saying he would give Kante. ACP is saying nobody. Hughes is saying Hermansen's been solid. Maneda saying La Madrid. Rick saying nobody. Andy saying La Madrid and Hermansen only. George is saying maybe Walker Peters because of how involved he is. Andrew saying nobody. I will just click on this just because of it's positive. James is saying he thinks Pablo's looked alright today. Drew is saying Hermansen would get a 7. Bob saying feel like La Madrid's been consistently decent but unsure, 7 out of 10. Vignos is saying I wouldn't say 7 out of 10, but Kilman's convinced me he'll be fine in the championship. Broccoli is saying Kilman. Hombre is saying Hermansen. Uncle Charlie's listening to Vicarage Road. Good choice. That's their biggest one. The finisher at the end of a gig. Oh, it's done that thing where I need to log out and in. Right, give me a second. I was enjoying clicking on all your comments. I like it when we get a community question and we get interacting. I should probably have left it till half time really, but here we are. 5 minutes to go till the half time whistle. Ralph is saying Kilman. Pizza is saying Kante. Iron saying nobody. Tate. Paula is saying me. Favourite subscriber status going towards Paula here. James is saying La Madrid. But what is that a 7 out of 10 for what you expect of the level? It's up to you. It's up to you. You can decide whether how to do it. Edits is saying Tate. multiple times. Please stop saying Tatty over and over. I don't like timing people out, but if you keep putting the same comment in again and again, just please don't. Ethan, Orford, how is Orford getting on? Not great, if I'm honest with you, but I don't think anyone is. Neat and tidy in possession, though. He's been okay. He's not been bad. He's just been okay. As they've got the ball at the minute, just playing around at the halfway line. An ambitious pass, trying to get it in behind our defence, but it goes through to Hermansen. Hermansen still has it. It's just at his feet. He's just chilling with the ball on the penalty spot. Anyway, he goes long looking for Bo. Pants went long looking for Bowen. He got headed away, but Pablo picked up the loose ball. Walker Peters, who's consistently high up the pitch. Every time we go forward, Walker Peters is one of the highest players. Orford is currently on the ball now in front of the defence. Just a handful of minutes. I think I'd like some changes at half-time, just to liven it up a little bit, just to add a little bit of energy. I can understand a week out before the end of the season starts, I can understand players just being a little bit careful, maybe just turning it down a notch. So I think I'd maybe do a couple of changes at half-time, just to add a little bit of energy to the team in the second half, a little bit of edge. Kilman on the ball currently. Into Tatty, who's lost out. I don't think he's had a great pre-season, I'll be honest with you, Tatty. I keep thinking he doesn't need to because we know what he can do, but I don't know, I've been quite disappointed. I was hoping for something that would say, hey, look at me, I'm by far the best player at West Ham now. I'm going to demolish the Championship. I think his touch has been pretty poor at times throughout the pre-season. Hopefully it's just a bit of lack of match sharpness and rustiness, and it sorts itself out before the Portsmouth game. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh. I mean, someone gave him a 7 out of 10, but I wouldn't give him that. But again, I'm not concerned by it. Good tackle there by Kante. Tatty picks up the ball, gives it to Bowen. Nothing wrong with that. Walker Peters again, right up the pitch. Bowen uses him, crosses it back. Unsure there was better options because the camera zoomed in again. They tried cutting it back for Bowen, but went behind Bowen and it was cleared. A handful of seconds until half-time. As Pablo is offside. And that may be that. Not quite yet. Let me just move them out the way. I never understand why you play stoppage time in pre-season. I just don't get it. Unless it's like an injury or something, I understand. But you know, when he's literally adding on time for us scoring a goal, I think. And there goes the half-time whistle after 23 seconds of stoppage time. Pop. There we go. Half-time. Right. Thank you very much. Whoa. Nearly dropped the iPad. Ironix, thank you. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you for the support and keeping ads off for other people watching the live stream. Vinga, yeah, currently is on the bench alongside Juve, alongside Magassa. I would like to see them in the second half in particular. Steve, thank you very much for joining me. Over 1,500. What is there? Oh, yeah, there is. 1580 watching. If you could all drop a like on the video, that'd be much appreciated. Right, let's have a chat about what we've just seen in the first 45. Get your thoughts into the live chat, and for the next 15 minutes, we're going to get your comments up on the screen just here. Hopefully, by then, you've all liked the video, and Steve and himself will be a little bit happier that we've got some more likes. Charlie's saying we're going to have a load of games which we're defending a 1-0 lead this season. It's possible. Christian, not convinced by this formation. It worked in a particular circumstance last season, but we need to get Bowen involved more, especially. I agree. I was hoping to see a change of formation. I was hoping with Silva coming in, we would see a change of formation, but I'm not keen on what we've seen so far. I'm a bit disappointed by what we've seen so far. There's not been much variety from our formations throughout the pre-season yet either. So he's certainly locked in, isn't he, Nuno? He's locked in on this sort of 4-4-2, so we do need to get more players in to suit. If this is what we're going to do, we need to get more players in order to suit it. Burnett saying, did Nuno remember Rob House calling him Baldy, or has pre-season just been to find him some suitors? Shipping pots for 10 million suggests to be no money coming in from current owners for transfers. We'll have to wait and see. James saying we're in a real fight next season. I wanted it to be a cakewalk based on this evidence. It won't be. Simon's asking who won the raffle. I can tell you. Give me 1 second. I will tell you exactly who won. It is on the website. You can all go and look who the winners are. Matt Webb won the signed Billy Bonds shirt. Dave Green won the signed Sir Trevor Booking shirt. Samuel Membrino won the signed 20 Pot shirt. And it's John, but he put an I instead of a no. So it's I know his name's John, but it comes up Jin Wintle because he's put an I instead of a no. John Wintle has won the Hammers Chat bundle, so big congratulations to those four. I have emailed all four winners just prior to going live this afternoon, but best of luck to everybody with August's raffle. We've got, if you want, I can tell you what the February top prize is if you want. Anyone asked? Probably not. I think I'm more excited than you guys. Seagull saying, I know you shouldn't take too much from pre-season, but there's no way we're rocking this league next season with this team. See, I know you can't take everything from pre-season, but I do think you can take some things. Mike's saying, has this pre-season actually told us anything we didn't already know? It's like being stuck in a time warp. Not sure. Not sure. Johnny's saying, praying that once the season starts, will we either have made some quick signings or miraculously somehow flipped a switch and this team information wipes the floor with most of the league. Connor saying, tuning in now, it's half time, so you may have mentioned, have you suffered any motion sickness from that feed? Yes. We've been taking the piss out the the zooming thing throughout the first half. RBG saying, I really want Pablo to do well. He's such a great profile for what we need in a striker, but he's so clumsy, it's maddening. I would like to see him as a number 9. I'd like to see him just front and central. Jack saying, I'm out in central London right now and can't watch the game. How are we playing? As we've been playing in other pre-season games. If you were to watch us play and I told you it was the Rangers game, you'd believe, you go, yeah, I watched the Rangers game, that's how we've played. So I'm assuming you've watched other games already this summer, Jack, but it's quite similar. Dale saying the formation is to cater for Pablo, but I'm convinced he's on the mission to prove to the masses Pablo can play at some type of level, which is a massive gamble. The thing is, I don't think it is suited for Pablo. I think he's actually the one that is struggling in this formation. I think he's running around trying to do this number 10 role, and everything I read about him prior to him joining was that he's this number 9, and I don't think I've seen him play as a number 9. Oscar saying, don't let it get to you. You may be a bit ropey, but no one can call you Tatty Blueface. I don't know what that means, but I don't know what that is. I assume there's an emoji or a sticker. I don't even know what's getting. What's getting to me? Nothing's getting to me today. I feel quite good. Anyway, Kilman scored. Matt James saying 4-4-2. Then we'll need 2 strikers, 2 wingers, 2 midfielders, and 2 centre backs. Michael saying, is the formation being dictated by lack of signings, as once we get creativity and pace in midfield on the left, it will change? Possibly, but I often think, why play like this all pre-season if once a couple of players arrive, we're going to change it? I think you're better off playing the way you're going to play and just shoehorning a couple of players in uncomfortable positions so that the other 8 or 9 are in their proper positions. I think it would just be a bit silly to do this all summer, make a couple of signings in the middle of August and go, right, for Burnley we're doing something different to what we'll be doing all summer. I just think you're better off making sure that Mavropanos, Walker-Peters, Bowen, etc., they're all playing in the formation and the position they will be throughout the season. So that's why I'm a bit like yourself, Michael. I'm intrigued. Is this what we're going to be doing? Because it just doesn't feel right. Or will we change? But even that doesn't feel right. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Let me know in the chat. Thank you very much, Dal, saying first ever super chat. Thanks for giving me a way to keep up whilst at work, especially as these friendlies can be dull. Do we need 8 signings? Maybe not 8, but I do think we need a few more. Did I say February? A couple of people have said I've said February prizes. I meant September. Maybe something is getting to me and I just didn't realise it. Probably the fact that I'm getting grief that we're going to be late for the niece's birthday party, which started an hour and a half ago. Jones is saying we can't play football. When people say we can't take anything from pre-season, we've had 35 games in a whole pre-season and it's getting worse. Nuno is a fraud. Ashton saying, cannot lie, quite worried about the team. La Madrid is slow. But thank you very much for your kind support. It's very, very kind. Graham saying the 2 Sunderland lads, which is Isidore and Adringa, we're going for, and the Celtic player on Engels will put us on another level. I will believe it when I see it if we sign Isidore. I think he's too good. But I would absolutely love him. I think he would just add that pace and that mobility that we're lacking up front as well. Christian says we're lacking in midfield, up front and on the wing. This club needs to get its act together and bring in some bodies. Chicken Run says, this is not exciting. I used to look forward to pre-season, new signings and academy players trying to push through, but all I'm looking at is relegated players from last year. Bored. I get it. Kevin saying, been saying it for years, desperately need pace. Wouldn't mind going for Jeremy Monga on loan from City. Really lacking on the line. He's going to go somewhere on loan, isn't he? Has he not already gone out on loan? I know Charles has. Anyway, Jack saying, really appreciate the content. I speak for everyone when I say it keeps us. You definitely don't speak. I appreciate your kind comment, Jack, but you definitely do not speak for everyone. But it's okay. It's not everyone's going to like everyone, so on and so forth. Diggy saying, great to see the team playing the promised front foot attacking football in full swing. I'm not sure my heart will cope with it. Have we been promised front foot attacking football? I could be wrong, but I don't think we've been promised that. Maybe we have been. I've forgot. Jackson, do we think Alvarez might stay? I'd be very surprised. I'm open to it, by the way. I'm totally open to it, but no is my answer. I don't think he will be here. I think he'll be possibly out on loan. Because I don't think we'll get the fee we want. Real Sociedad, I've seen him strongly linked to Real Sociedad and Ajax as well. Hammer Time saying the first half was horrible. I know it's pre-season, but I don't trust Nuno. West Ham 62 saying we certainly need players ASAP. We can't go into season like this as we don't want to be playing catch up after a few games already. Tough games as well with Burnley and Wolves, but it's tricky. I know we've got Charlton as well, but I do feel like the other two are going to be tougher. So we'll see. I may say I might go to the cup game on Saturday against Portsmouth. No. I don't know when my first game is, actually. I was hoping to get to the Charlton game, but we've got stuff. I just can't. I was hoping that game, I'll be honest with you, I was hoping the game would get moved to the Sunday and then I could go. But I don't know. I'll be down very, very soon. Probably September. I'll probably get to a game in September. Then October, we've got our event. And then I don't even know what the fixtures are in November and December. But I'm going to get to more this season than I did last year. I mean, difficult not to, really. Michael is like myself. It's confusing. This formation doesn't seem to bring out the best. Players seem workmen in it. Pre-season has no spark. It seems flat. At least play Pablo as a 9. Even that would make a difference. Even that would change up a little bit. I think in the second half, I would like to see Juve come on at left back. Magassa into midfield. I'd go 4-2-3-1. I do like a 4-2-3-1. So I think I'd take Tate off. We don't need to see Tate. I'd take him off. Leave Pablo up front. Put Earthy in the 10. I'd have a little bit of fun. I'd take Bowen off as well, just to spice it up a little bit. I do like Ajala on the left, though. So I don't know. La Madrid on the right. Ajala on the left. Earthy in the 10. Pablo up front. Magassa in midfield with Orford. Juve at left back. I'd leave the 3 at the defence the same. Just to try and inject a little bit of something. Maybe even take Mavropanos off and put Golan Bekis on at the back there as well. Just to... Mavropanos is... We don't need to see him. He doesn't need to do anything. He's fine. We just don't want to get him injured, do we? I don't want to see him get injured. Mason, I will be going to the Millwall game. Yes. Got moved, didn't it? Sunday at 12 o'clock. Since when did they announce February fixtures before the season's even started? I like it. But it was always going to be set Sunday at 12 o'clock, isn't it? Just to, hopefully, from their perspective, reduce the risk of any scrapping. Goal saying, I have to say our performances haven't been great in pre-season, but neither have Premier League teams against lower opposition. We can't play like this in the league. Get the signings in and we will be fine. I'm okay because I know we will bring in players. But my concern is it might take a few weeks before we're okay. Just got to hope that we can get a couple of players in now, really. Hopefully we can get 1 or 2 in by the Portsmouth game. Things can happen quick in football. I mean, look at Potts. There was not even a sniff about him leaving. This morning the rumour comes out and a handful of hours later apparently he's off for his medical. So things can happen quickly in football. So we can sign players before the Portsmouth game, and I hope we do. I think our team for the Portsmouth game should be fine. It should be okay. We've got our keeper. We've got our back 4. Well, look at the starting 11 there. And if you were to swap, if you were to put Magassa in instead of Orford, Juve in instead of Scarles, you are missing that left-sided player. But it's not the worst team in the world. It should be okay for the Championship if you want to get the playoffs. But if you want to win it, that should be our ambition. We are going to need some players coming in. I'm concerned. The thing that concerns me the most right now is that rumour that we're looking to bring in 3 or 4 good players. That's really worried me because it would explain why there's a lot of patience within West Ham, which is, well, we only need 3 or 4 players. That would concern me because I think we need more. We need 2 centre-backs, in my opinion. We need someone to play out left. We need another winger on top of that. There's no depth. And we need at least 1 more striker, possibly even 2. That's 6 players, and that's without anyone else leaving. And a central midfielder and a number 10. We're looking at, I think we need about 6, 7 players before replacing Wan-Bissaka if he goes, so on and so forth. So that's my concern at the minute, that we're looking at 3 or 4 good players. Like I said, what we're going to do is sign 3 or 4 good players and a couple of bad ones as well. Anyway. For those saying Potts is on the bench, he is on the graphic West Ham put up. However, there are rumours that he's not actually on the bench physically and that he's already left to go for his... We'll find out. We'll see. Reegs, yeah. I don't know if you may not have heard, Reegs, but we've literally rejected bids for Juve. Well, one in particular from Brentford. So there is interest. We've just rejected it because our price tag is 30 million, and they were quite some way off that. Corner Club Bruges is the club that's come in and bid 10 million-ish for Freddie Potts. Anyway, West Ham are back out for the second half. "45 minutes of our pre-season friendly left. For anyone that didn't watch the first half, Max Kilman scored our only goal. Lewis Orford with the assist from a corner. And I don't believe there's any subs for West Ham, simply because they're making a couple of subs and they're on the sideline going on and off, etc. And we don't have anyone stood on the sideline, so I'm just going to assume... What's going on here? The camera's going up and down. What is this geezer doing? Anyway, let's get ready for the second half. Let's get my clock ready. Tate shall get the second half underway. At some point. And we're off. We're going all the way back to Hermansen, who's taking a minute. His distribution has not been good today, Hermansen. His kicking has been terrible. Anyway, this geezer's taking on Mavropanos, who's got back and he's fell over and he's had a shot and it's off the post. Nearly 1-1. That guy just sat Mavropanos down. Mavropanos came over and tried to use his upper body strength and got absolutely embodied by the attacker, who then found himself with a yard who just put his laces through it, but just ricocheted off the post and it's out for a throw-in on the far side. Nearly 1-1. Oh my God, this cameraman, what are you doing? Do you know when the ball... The ball just got hoofed in the air, and rather than just ignoring it and just focusing on the players, he decided to try and follow the ball, so the camera's just... I feel sorry, because someone... It's clearly... Well, to be fair, it might be his job. He might film club content or whatever, but... we've got the zoomed in version now. Rob, no changes. I will change the lineup thing when there is changes. I'll tell you what, this pitch is not good. Just watching the replay of Mavropanos there, and he just slipped, but the turf just went from under his feet. It's not a good surface, this one. He's trying to do Walker Peters here. He's got his cross in and it's come off the post and it's a goal kick. But the referee's given a corner. They've gone short once more. They keep going short with their corners, but it's not come to anything yet. They are outnumbering us 3v2 over there, with Orford and Bowen trying to just close them down. And they've managed to find their spare man, but Kante read the play well and got over there and put a tackle in. I'm not sure what's going on here. The cameras are... Whoever's pushing the buttons to flip between the cameras is just a bit too trigger happy. Anyway, they've got the ball just inside their own half at the minute. Thank you very much for joining me. If you're new to Hammers Chat, please do consider subscribing as we get closer to 55,000 subscribers. And if you wouldn't mind dropping a like on the video by clicking thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. So if anyone comes onto YouTube, types in West Ham or something, we can be their #1 recommended video today. Scars with throw-in. And it's cleared by Kilman. Tate battling away for it on halfway line. Pablo was, sorry. He's done well to win that. As West Ham get a hold of the ball for the first time in the second half, just inside their half. Real Madrid on the ball currently. This zoom thing is not good. I feel a bit sorry for the guy that's got the job of being the zoomed in camera. He's constantly just trying to keep up with the ball. What? Oh, they've got Kante's done really well to win that back. What does amuse me is we're only seeing bits of it, but for the entire duration of the game, the zoomed in guy's going to be trying to follow the ball. Can you imagine when there's a goal kick? He must be like, Walker Peters crosses it, it's headed away. What is going on? Just stop. It's funny if nothing else. Anyway, Kilman with the ball to Scarles. His cross is blocked and it's a corner kick to West Ham. On our left-hand side, right in front of the travelling West Ham fans. Lewis Orford, I assume, will go over and take this. After his previous corner led to a goal by Max Kilman. And it comes from Orford. No one really got on the end of that. It wasn't a bad corner. And they've got a chance to counter here, actually. That was a lovely ball, but it's really well defended by Max Kilman. I'll say it not just because of his goal, but because of his play in possession and out of possession. I think Kilman's comfortably been our better player today. Am I right? Am I wrong? Let me know, chat. But I think Kilman, goal aside, not even because of the goal, forgetting that for a moment, I think he's been our best player. Kenneth saying just pay the zoom in guy and let him leave work early. Do you know what? I'm the opposite, Kenneth. I would like to see. I want them to put up the zoomed in guy's picture and just leave it for the rest of the game, or at least for a good 5 minutes or something, just so we can see how chaotic it is. We're only getting to see little snippets of it, and it's quite entertaining in a fun way. I wouldn't mind saying to him, look, we're sticking on your camera for the next 5 minutes, just watching him try and track the ball. Life agrees about Kilman. Pitsy saying he's got a lot of respect for Kilman. Could have stuck 2 fingers up after last season, but he's still giving his all. Yeah, and Ward-Prowse. I've got a lot of, like you said, respect's the right word, for players that when the going gets tough, they just get on with things. Tate running at the defence here, gives it to Bowen. He's cutting in, trying to take on 3 players. He takes on 2, but he gets tackled by the 3rd. And there's a chance for them to counter-attack now. Walker Peters was once more way up the pitch. Scarles is struggling to get back here as well. They've got a real good opportunity here, but it's into the hands of Hermansen. "54 minutes on the clock. 1-2 between Scarles and Orford. Good play between those two. Tate's offside. Scarles, I think, knows it. Doesn't pass to him, so he gives it to La Madrid. Gives it to Tate, who's in the middle of the pitch at the minute. And he's lost out. Won the ball back. We're still just playing it around outside their half. Michael, there's been no subs yet. I imagine they'll come in the next 10 minutes or so. As Walker Peters just overhits it for Pablo. And it's a goal kick. Flange, I think you're being generous by assuming there's a director for this stream. I think there's possibly just 2 camera people and they're just clicking the buttons between them as to which camera is displayed. Yeah, it's on the West Ham website. For anyone looking for the stream, it is on the West Ham United website. Free for season ticket holders, but if not, you've got to pay a £5. But be prepared, it's a little bit zoomy. And you've already missed 56 minutes. Anyway, the ball is with their goalkeeper currently as he plays it out from defence. Black stays down. I thought he looked a bit offside, but the line though says no. Magdeburg on the attack right now on their left hand side. In comes a cross, headed away by Mavropanos. We're now just looking at Nuno for some reason. Despite them being on the attack, they decided we want a close-up of Nuno. The referee's just had the ball played off him by Orford. Zoomed in man is continuing to be all over the gaff here. But it is entertaining. It's made the game more entertaining, truth be told. I'm enjoying this game more because of the zoom function on one of the camera operators. Device. I'm hoping we can see some subs soon just to spice it up a bit. Mavropanos on the ball now for West Ham. Gives it to La Madrid, nice flick to Kante, who just plays out to Scarles on the left. La Madrid on the move. Scarles looks for him, good ball. Tries to find Tate, but it's blocked. And a throw in to West Ham as some West Ham subs return to the bench. We'll see if we get some changes soon, but they're all coming back. Golombekis, Mayers, Ajala, they're all heading back to the bench at the minute. So whether they've been called back or they're just a bit bored, we'll wait and see. But we are coming up to the hour mark. Not great play again by Tati. We've still got the ball though. Kilman, Scars, Kante. That's a nice pass out to La Madrid. Pablo's on the move. La Madrid didn't risk it, so Pablo ran offside. He does find Bowen, who flicks it down towards Walker Peters, but it's been cleared away. Bowen's remained down with a head injury possibly here, as it bobbles through to their goalkeeper, who's just going to put it out of play so Bowen can receive treatment. And it looks like he's holding his hip at the minute. Mavropanos is down and Jared Bowen are down. So we've got two players lying on the deck at the minute. Mavropanos holding his shins, although he looks like he's just had a collision and is likely to get up. But Jared Bowen was also down after a clash. So not what you want to see as a West Ham fan. Bowen and Mavropanos staying down after challenges. But they're both up on their feet at present, and that might just be enough for Nuno to take them off. Yeah, I mean, Bowen does get an elbow into his hip there. It is a bit of a... And Mavropanos, do you know what? If he had proper shin guards on, he'd be alright. But because of these pissy little shin guards the size of a matchbox, they're going to get injured when those types of clashes happen. There was no foul play. It was just impact. But both are up on their feet now. We've got a throw in, which will obviously return the ball to the German side. And we've got more players warming up just in the corner at the minute. But Nuno is speaking to his bench. Ethan Golombek has just landed on his ankle. That was all. But he's played since. That was in the Southend friendly, and he's played in the Rangers friendly. So Golombek is fine. Don't worry about him. It was just a bit of pain there and then. Just over 61 minutes gone. Magdeburg 0, West Ham 1, and they're on the attack. Max Kilman with a goal for the Hammers. In comes across from our left-hand side, but goes all the way through. Walker Peters trying to retrieve it. In comes another cross, I think. The angle is changed to the dugout cam, which is facing the pitch. As Pablo's just won it back there, he's battling away for it anyway, but his opponent's teammate came in and picked up the loose ball. As Kante wings it back for West Ham into Walker Peters, Bowen, Kante, but couldn't quite make it stick, and it's a throw in to them. It's not great, is it? I know it's only pre-season and all that, but if anything, that's why I expect to have a bit of fun, because it's only pre-season. You can maybe be a little bit more adventurous, a bit more risky. It's like going away on Valentine's with your missus, kid free for the night. You go out, you have a nice meal, a couple of drinks, get back to the hotel, and you just do missionary, and that's it. That's what like this is. You've got an opportunity for a little bit of fun. No. Missionary. That's what we're watching. Missionary football. It's like he picked up the Karma Sutra book, flicked through it, and went, oh yeah, missionary, let's do that one. Anyway, they're doing another sub. Don't know who's gone off and who's come on. I don't know any of the players. Number 21, Mikael has come on. We are yet to make any changes. Graham, the World Cup players are back. Juve is on the bench. Wan-Bissaka and Alvarez remain in Rush Green doing work, apparently. Personally, I think they're on their way out, but we'll see. Anyway, apologies for my camera shaking like the one we've just been watching, but I'm tucking my legs in under the desk. Oh, here they go. They're on the attack. Loose ball. They've not really made it count. Real Madrid got back in just to slow their attack down. Erst Zoom Club, Dam Zur Party. I wonder what that translates as. Erst Zoom Club, Dam Zur Party. 8th of August. Panos, that's a nice ball to Pablo. But he's lost it. Oh, Tate's just gone in on one of their players. Very unnecessary. He wasn't really in keeping with the nature of the game. That he was only a second late, I suppose, but it just felt a bit naughty. And he's going to get a yellow card for his troubles. Yeah, a bit of a naughty one, that. It means first to the club, then to the party. Fair. Right, 65, 66 minutes on the clock now. Walker Peters has the ball into Tate, lays off Orford. Not a great ball by Tate, intercepted, but he does win it back. Now Orford loses it. We do not dominate, do we? Do you know, like in pre-season, we've really struggled to dominate the play. They've got the ball in the back of the net, but it is offside. Oh. I think I should have went to our niece's party, to be honest with you. At least I could have had cake. I could be eating cake right now. I'm the bad one in the family for not going to this party at 1 PM for this. Oh, I'll get there. They'll say, oh, how I don't even bother. Just, where's the cake? I'm assuming the candle has been blown out and cake has been cut up, ready for distribution. And I'm ready. I want cake. Cake. Pepe Reina in goal is just playing it around at the back for them at the minute. I'm just going to start comparing their players to similar looking players from the English game over the years. I need the zoomed in guy. I need his camera just to get a better look at some of them. They do have a Morten Gamst Pedersen in the middle of the park though. With his blonde hairs. He's still on the park. Where's he gone? I don't see him. Maybe he's gone off. Maybe he went off for Michelle. Anyway. Someone down. Who's down? La Madrid. Man, that did look like a sore one. His body went one way and his feet went the other way. Those ones that you twist your knees can be a bit stingy, can't it? La Madrid, his ankle and his knee. Blah, that's not nice. As their player landed on top of him. I can imagine that was a bit of a sore one for La Madrid. He's still down. Physios, come on. Could be the end of his afternoon. We'll wait and see. But we are approaching the 69th minute, so subs must be not far away now. Anyway, there's a stoppage in play at the minute for Real Madrid's injury, as some of the players are around Real Madrid and another half have come over to get a drink, have a chin wag. Hopefully it's not too serious, this, Real Madrid. Hopefully he's able to get up and continue. What you're saying in the chat, let's get some comments up on the screen whilst we wait for the game to resume. Diggy saying doesn't look good for Real Madrid. No, he does look in pain. He's still down at the minute. There's no stretcher and there's only one physio, but not looking great. Peter saying the level of our players' awareness is shocking as Real Madrid's on his feet currently. Chris is saying the personality of the manager is reflected in the team. Slow, lethargic and boring. We need a complete change. Squad change and manager. Mike saying our strikers don't score because 1, they're not that good, and 2, they're starved of service. And it looks like we're going to be making a substitution at least, because it looks like Real Madrid's going to hobble off here. Luke is saying, to be fair, we are looking extremely defensively solid. Lewis thinks we need 5 players. Whether we keep most of our squad or not, we need some winning blood and experience. Christopher's saying we've got nothing going forward. Runs has been saying he's been listening in the background, but has Bowen been involved at all? Bit worried we keep a player like him, but don't give him good players. Not really. He's got on the ball a few times, but he's not done. He's not done loads. Fipre is saying Lamja doesn't look like a winger, can't beat a player and has no pace. Kenneth, I could have got my new watch along host to do this one. I can, he's away. Oh, for anyone that doesn't know, I might as well tell you, it's no longer a secret. Here's a little Hammers chat thing. Right, Real Madrid and Tate has gone off. Let me find out who's come on, and then I will. Earthy's come on, and Ajala has come on. Let me just sort the line. I think it was Ajala that came on, weren't it? Yeah, Ajala and Earthy's come on. And Ajala straight into play here. He's done well. Ajala! Where's the ball gone? Why are they doing this? Maybe Zoom, I think it's gone wide of the post. But just as he's away to shoot, it zooms right in. We can't even see what's going on. Anyway, we switched to a bit of a 4-2-3-1 at last. So let's sort this out. Pablo's up front. Earthy in the number 10. Ajala, number 66. But he's not. Have they deleted Ajala? They keep deleting my players. Right, I need to add Ajala manually. Every time I come on, I've got to add him. Stop deleting me players. Or at least just add them to the database. Bloody thing. Add player. Save lineup. There we go. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. Bowen and Kante. There we go. There you go. That's the lineup updated. So Jala's come on for Tate. He's gone out to the left. And Earthy's come on for Real Madrid. And he's gone into that number 10 role. And Pablo will be a number 9 for the... Well, possibly for the remainder of the game. But he should be. We've got no striker on the bench now. Callum Marshall has left. As they cross it from the right, the camera... They have another shot, but it's gone wide. Anyway. As I was saying, what's this? People are saying there's breaking news that Staveley's agreed a deal. Where's that? Where are you seeing the breaking news from? Where is it, James? I can look it up and I can repeat it on here. The Times. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's right. It does. Amanda Staveley's consortium agrees 25% stake in West Ham United. Wow. 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 Breaking news. Amanda Staveley's agreed a deal for the 25%. That's good news. That's really good news. This has been going on for weeks. As I said last night, this has been going on for weeks. 15th of June, 16th of June. It is on the Times. It is on the Times. I've just looked. It's there. 16th of June, we got that photo from a subscriber of Amanda at the London Stadium. And like I said, you can't tell it's her, but you also can't say it's not her. That's it. Amanda Staveley, 25% done. Oh, I kind of want to do a video about it, but I've got to go to this. Oh my God, nearly 1-1. I've got to go to this party, my niece's party. Think in mind if I'm eating cake in the corner while talking about Amanda Staveley. Oh, this is great news. I'm buzzing. I'm happy. I'd much prefer Amanda to take it over than Katinski. This is just a start. They don't just buy 25% and stop. They do not buy 25% and stop. Here we go, boys and girls. We might get a bit of West Ham back. Here we go. Oh, I'm buzzing. Oh, get in. Hopefully there's a clause in there with an agreed price to buy other shares and they can start gobbling up the David Sullivan ones. It is the end of the Gold family on the assumption she has purchased all 25.1%. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I know it's 25% on the Times. I wouldn't be surprised if it's, say, 24% and Vanessa Gold retains 1% as her dad's legacy or something. It wouldn't surprise me if she's still got a tiny, tiny, tiny bit left. Well, Amanda Staveley. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm excited. I'm genuinely really excited about this. Because she's not investing, she's not taking 25% and that's it. Anyway, I think there's more subs here because the referee stopped play. I'm not really watching the game at the minute. Pablo's gone off and Maxwell Cornet has come on. Who's up front? Cornet. Yeah, he is, I think. I think Cornet's gone up front. Fucking hell. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, this is where, right, we've got to get... We have to get some players in, right? Can you imagine we're a goal down against Burnley? Maxwell Cornet's coming on to be the striker. Oh, I don't really care about the game anymore because Staveley's coming. This is brilliant news. Absolutely brilliant. I'm going to set up a stream. I'm going to bin off the review. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bin off the review. Let me set up a stream. Schedule for... 15 minutes time. What's that? 3:25. Let's set that up. Great. There we go. I will continue doing commentary. Just give me a minute. I'm just going to bin off the match review. because I don't. It's there's nothing to fucking talk about, really, is there? But also, it'd be very stupid of me to not do a video about Amanda Staveley instead. So let me delete the review. Delete forever. I understand it's a permanent decision. Delete. Get rid of it. There we go. After the game, I shall go live and we shall discuss Amanda Staveley instead. Now, look at that. See? Anyway, as for the game, here we go. Canet's on the ball. Go on, Maxwell. I'm weirdly rooting for him to do well. I'm just messaging Gonzo about the Amanda Staveley thing. Anyway, 10 minutes to go, then we can discuss Amanda Staveley. Let me get comfy. Ho ho! This cake is going to taste nicer. I'll be fucking fuming if there's no cake. There may not be cake. I don't know how busy. I don't know how big this party is. I don't know how many people are going. I don't know how long my expected stay is either. Is this a 10-15 minute job? Turn up, there's your present, see you later after consuming cake. Or is this a stay for an hour job? Is it more than an hour? Surely not. Anyway, Earthy, Bowen's just been absolutely taken out. He's going to get a booking, but he's absolutely wiped him out, that geezer. Top Bun Smeekas trying to take out Earthy and failed. So their number 3, Kirkaz, decided just to wipe out Jared Bowen. And I am just naming their players based on how they look with similar looking players from the Premier League in terms of hairstyle. Tell you what, they've gone in on Orford now. What are they doing? That's another yellow card. Don't know why they're suddenly just flying into tackles. Maybe they've still got the ump that we beat them 60 years ago. Anyway, West Ham 8 minutes away from winning the Magdeburg International Trophy. We're doing changes. Juve, Mayers, Gollenbeck all coming on. Jared Bowen is one of the ones making way. That's interesting. Walker Peters is just taking the captain's armband off Bowen, and Kilman was telling him to give it to Mavropanos. I don't know if Max Kilman was meant to get it, but he's insisting that it goes to Mavropanos instead. But Walker Peters is one of the ones going off alongside Jared Bowen. Juve's coming on, Mayers is coming on, and Gollenbeck is coming on. I don't know who the third player going off is. I've only seen 2 depart. I'm not updating the team. I can't be arsed. You're just gonna have to put up with it being incorrect. Maybe Scarles has gone off. Would make sense. Right, let me see if I can. Why has it not got my... It's just going to have to stay as it is. Has Kante just conceded a pen? No, maybe, I don't know. No, he does win the ball. He plays it off him and then takes him out. Goal kick. Anyway, their player's still down after the challenge from Kante. Let's see what you're all saying. I can't click on comments. Apologies, it's timed out, so I'm just going to read them out. Charlie saying, West Ham's best pre-seasons have always been after crap pre-seasons. True, and the opposite works there as well. ACP saying, looks like the board move into no overall control territory. That's my risk. That's my one concern I've got here. But I don't believe that they are going to... I don't believe that Amanda Staveley is going to just stop. Anyway, 4 minutes to go. More subs. Slightly frustrating that we've not seen Magassa. I was hoping to see him at some point today. I know he's been injured, but it just reduces the chances of us seeing him against Portsmouth. Kante looks for Cornet, finds him out to Gollenbeckis at right back. Earthy on the move. Gollenbeckis just pauses and gives it back to Cornet. Orford on the ball now. West Ham just maybe pushing forward a little bit. Trying to get a second one maybe just before the 90s. Earthy, that's a lovely ball. From to Juve, the cross is not the best and it's been cleared, but not the best clearance in the world. Max Kilman does have the captain's armband after all, after trying to give it to him out of Panos. He's accepted it. And they've given it to Juve, who's trying to break away down the left-hand side here, who's sort of playing left wing almost since he's come on. He gives it to Ajala, but the flag is up on the near side. Phil, we've discussed this. Phil, Cornet's first name starts with G. I can't remember his first name now, but his first name starts with G. Maxwell is a middle name. I also would just put Cornet just to be accurate, but I have no control over it. Yeah, I think we should call him Gary, Christopher. I would click on your comment, but it's broken. I would. A minute to go. A minute to go. As the Germans are just fighting here with Orford and Earthy, battling away for it, but they've come out on top. Lays it off, he has a dig! Oh, it's a goal, it's 1-1. I'm going to have to log out and in now so I can update the time, the score. It's 1-1, good strike. We might have penalties. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm going to be even more late now. I'm telling you, someone upstairs hates me. This is why I was going to go to pens, just to... I'm assuming it's pens because it's got that cup thing. Unless we're going to share it. Hopefully we share it. I can't be asked for needless, pointless pens. I'm going to get a bollocking if I add on an extra 10 minutes here. Anyway, play has resumed as we go back to Hermansen. I think there is silverware, Steve. It's the Magdeburg Cup trophy. Magdeburg International Trophy. I think we played for today. I think there's silverware. I could be wrong, but I believe. We'll wait and see. Anyway, we've just got another bit of zoomed in camera. I'm getting a little treat before full time. I'm hoping there's no pens. Can you imagine the geezer with the zoom for pens? Oh, it's going to be terrible. How do I know if it's pens? Bloody hell, they've had another shot. We're just getting zoomed in. It's just keeping us on zoomed in. That shot was saved by Hermansen. Decent strike, that. That goal that they scored, I thought it was a decent strike. Nah, it wouldn't go to extra time. If they are going to play to there's a winner, it'll just go straight to pens, like we did against Bilbao all them years ago. Maybe we'll just do golden goal. That would be fun. The referee just says, look, we're playing until someone scores, then it'll be full time. Because we are now into the 92nd minute. But there was a lengthy pause due to Lamage's injury. And the Germans come again. He's cutting inside, he has a dig, blocked. Has a volley, but he's completely mishit it. And it's into the hands of Hermansen, who distributes it quickly to Juve. Good throw, that. Go on, get down that line. Only Ajala up there with Juve, who tries to take his man on and fails. But it's a throw in to West Ham. How do we know if there's penalties? Can someone find out? Must be somewhere. The information must be somewhere. But then saying that, if there's no pens, they wouldn't really say there's no pens, would they? Because this is terrible. This is poo. Oh. Oh. He's blowing for full time, I think. He has. There's handshakes going on, so I'm assuming it's just finished, right? There's no pens, is there? How do I know? I feel like I need to know before I just end the stream. Don't want to be ending the watch along and somehow there's something going on. It feels like there's not. There's not going to be pens, is there? Jay's saying there is. Oh, for fuck's sake. Connor's got on the article. What does it say, Connor? What does it say? Connor, tell me. Is there pens or not? There better not be. Please tell me there's not pens. Connor will inform me. There's not, is there? It's definitely finished, right? Well, it's a really badly prepared stream, this, right? But it's definitely finished. It's over, right? There's absolutely no indication there's going to be penalties, so I'm going to end this stream, and I'm going to be live in a minute to talk about Amanda Staveley. Right, thank you very much for joining me. Please do drop a like on it. You don't mind sticking around for another minute. That would be much appreciated, and I shall catch you in a minute.